New topic, modeling for print media, all caps, underlined. First paragraph. You are on location in Bermuda, shooting for a series of photos that will appear in Holiday magazine, period. The luxury hotel, where your living expenses are being paid, is in the background, period. You are sitting on a sailboat, semicolon. The sun is bright, semicolon. The breeze sweeps back your hair, semicolon. And the world is good, period. New paragraph. Of course, you might also be under the hot lights of a tiny photographer's studio, trying to look fresh and relaxed after the fifth straight hour of doing the photo series for a pamphlet showing steps in the operation and emergency repair of a duplicating machine, period. Paragraph. Both assignments are included in the general area of print media modeling, period. New paragraph. Modeling for print media includes all modeling for still photographs, whether the photographs end up in (1) newspaper and magazine advertisements, semicolon, 2 illustrations for newspaper and magazine articles, semicolon, 3 catalogs, semicolon, 4 training manuals, promotional brochures, and sales pamphlets, semicolon, 5 bill stuffers, semicolon, 6 advertising billboards and posters, semicolon, 7 product packaging, semicolon, or 8 publicity releases, period. In New York and other major modeling centers, print media models fall into two very distinct categories, fashion and commercial, period. The jargon in this business might be, quote, she is too commercial for us, end quote, or, quote, we want a blonde with a commercial look, period, end quote. New paragraph. The fashion photography model usually has a sleek, lithe look, and sometimes is more interesting looking than pretty, period. Height is important in fashion photography, chiefly because most designers choose to fit their clothes on tall models, so the models to be photographed in these clothes must also be tall. New paragraph. A fashion photography model falls into one of three categories, junior, parentheses 17 and ingenue, end parentheses, junior sophisticate, parentheses glamour, and mademoiselle, end parentheses, and high fashion, parentheses Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, end parentheses, period. New paragraph. Some fashion photography models stay in demand for many years by graduating from one category into another, period. Other bright stars have an almost chameleon quality of being able to assume the mood and appearance of more than one category, depending on the clothes they're wearing, period. New paragraph. The, quote, commercial look, unquote, is a rounder, pretty girl next door, or a young mother type, period. Height and age requirements are less important, period. The accent is on animation, expression, or expressing a mood, and believability, with most of the rigid, quote, vital statistics, quote, unquote, thrown out the window, period. Here is a brief review of each of those 8 areas where models' photographs are used, Subtopic, magazines and newspapers, underlined. Paragraph. Both the fashion and the commercial looks are in constant demand by magazines and newspapers, period. Paragraph. The fashion look is most likely to be used in apparel and cosmetic advertisements, but it is often used to add an aura of luxury and class to ads for everything from Cadillacs to computers, period. It is also featured in the editorial sections of the mighty fashion magazines, and in the fashion sections of general magazines, newspapers, and newspaper supplements, period. New paragraph. The size, shape, and age vary greatly for the thousands of models who are hired weekly for, quote, commercial, unquote, newspaper and magazine advertisements, and to illustrate magazine fiction, period. The fresh, full-figured girl is often the favorite here, and the reality of human, male, nature is likely to keep it that way, period. Second subtopic, catalogs, underlined. Paragraph, thousands of photos of models appear in each year's series of seasonal catalogs distributed by such traditional giants as Sears Roebuck and Montgomery Ward, period. Other model-filled catalogs are distributed by the manufacturers of uniforms for nurses, school bands, waitresses, and stewardesses, period. New paragraph. In our affluent society, the use of models in catalogs has entered many other fields, period. Pretty girls glide through boat catalogs on yachts and sailboats, cut the hedge and mow the lawn in suburban garden catalogs, add sparkle to the non-essentials featured in many gift catalogs, and make the scene in catalogs on farm implements and many other products, period. Subtopic 3, manuals, brochures, and pamphlets, underlined. Paragraph. The complexity as well as the affluence of our mechanized, automated society have extended the use of models in another growing area, that of training manuals, promotional brochures, and sales pamphlets, period. New paragraph. With the flood of new and complicated machines and products, training manuals are needed to explain their use, period. Sales pamphlets are needed to expound their competitive advantages, period. Promotional brochures are needed to build confidence in the company making the product, and in labor-tight areas to promote the image of the company as a place to work, period. New paragraph. In all of these areas, models are used to add human warmth to inanimate products. Let me spell it. INANIMATE products and impersonal corporations. Subtopic, bill stuffers, underlined. Quote, bill stuffers are